Hey friends, Greg and Chastity here at San Diego Comic-Con 2019, and Chastity, you just got out of the Star Trek Universe panel?
Sure did, and they talked about 3 different shows. So they talked about Star Trek Picard, Star Trek Discovery Season 3, and also Lower Decks.
Okay, we're just going to talk about Picard, but I'm kidding. We're going to talk about all things, but let's start with Picard for now.
Yes, let's talk about that trailer. You saw the trailer afterwards. I saw the trailer when they premiered it, and they played it for us twice, and the energy was just electric in there. People started freaking out when they saw the cameos. How did you feel watching that trailer?
It's everything I ever wanted in a trailer. I'm sorry.
I'm still shaking.
Look at this.
I freaked out when I saw 7 of 9. I think that's when I went, what? And I was holding my computer and it almost fell off my lap.
Biggest
and everyone
cameo.
around me was just freaking out. Did not expect to see her there.
Nope, not at all. You could have told me that Data. I expected something with Brett Spiner,
Yeah.
but nothing at all with anything 7 of 9. That's awesome.
Yeah, what else struck you about that trailer?
Oh, okay, for me as a nerd, everything in the background, you can pause every frame and you'll see something pretty cool in there. One of the coolest things is obviously the Borg ship and how the Federation, it looks like, is taking over that ship and they're using it for something a little weird. And there's possibly a character in there who looks like Hugh. It's probably not Hugh. They're removing implants from him and a few other guys. I just want to know, when Picard says engage, is that a Borg ship? I'm almost certain it's a Borg ship.
Yeah, so we're trying to piece together what we can from the trailer. We know that there's a young woman and there's something going on with her, and she's got some kind of destiny, or she doesn't know what she is.
Let's say either it's
You've got a
Borg.
theory.
Okay, yeah, this is a theory that could be crazy, but for the moment, I'm going to say Q Continuum.
Ooh.
I think there's a big saga going on with her when it involves the Q. And also, she looks just like Q, too.
Could be something. Could be onto something. Also, we saw a few other characters, and yeah, we saw Data, and we saw him playing cards. Do you think that's like a flashback? What do you think that was at the end, that stinger?
Okay, so it's probably not Data, because Data's gone after what happened in Nemesis.
We saw him in pieces.
Yes, I mean, you see him in pieces in this one, too. But it could be before, or lore, or it could be a holodeck version. There are too many ideas out there right now. I'm going to go with something on the lines of maybe it's before with a heartbreaking moment where maybe Picard's trying to put memories of Data inside of him, and it's just not going to work the way he wants it to. It's going to be heartbreaking. If you watch Twin Peaks: The Return, think of it as Dougie.
Hi!
So we talked about Data and 7 of 9, and so during the panel we also got verbal confirmation that we will be seeing Riker and Deanna Troi return as well. I'm really excited about that. When I heard that, I flipped out again. So I'm really stoked to see Jonathan Frakes and Marina Sirtis come back.
Please don't kill them off.
Don't.
Please.
And they haven't filmed those yet, is what we also learned, is that they haven't filmed the scenes with Deanna and Riker
Frakes
yet.
has directed an episode, but he hasn't filmed it yet. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Awesome.
Very excited. And so they were asking Jerry Ryan and they were asking Brent Spiner about what it was like to come back. And Brent Spiner was joking. He was just like, oh, is anyone playing Picard? And they hung up on him. But he just really wanted to be part of this again. He said, this is happening, and of course I want to come back and be part of this.
And Patrick Stewart choked up a little bit, too, talking about Frakes. Oh, man.
Yeah, memories.
I can't wait. One thing we have to bring up, too, though, it's not going to be this year. It looks like it's going to be pushed back to early 2020.
I also wanted to add some notes that I took during the panel. So Patrick Stewart apologized that the dog couldn't be there, and the dog's name is De Niro. I was also sad the dog wasn't there, but that's okay.
You don't need to bring the dog here with this
Yes,
crowd.
you do.
No.
Oh, yeah, no, the dog would be way overwhelmed, but I'm glad the dog is chilling somewhere. We also learned, they asked him what it was like to return and why is now the time to take the mantle of Jean-Luc Picard again. And he said, I decided over a year ago, and for a long time I had been saying thank you, but no. But as the subject matter of this series became clearer and clearer to me, and I met the writing team, I knew that something unusual was going to happen, and I wanted to be a part of it. So here I am, and he's very, very happy to be here. So that's exciting. Also, Alex Kurtzman said that Picard is going to be entirely different from Discovery, and we're not going to see a reinvention of TNG. And Picard has to soul search, and he doesn't have the same resources, and he needs to dig deeper into himself. So how does that make you feel?
Well, from the trailer, we're seeing a group of, renegades, I want to say, and you can see Picard in the back.
Misfits.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the way they have to go here. They can't have Picard as just back in the captain's seat. So I'm cool with this.
Okay, so let's talk about Lower Decks. So then they started talking about this new animated show, which is focusing on 4 ensigns that are in the Lower Decks, and it's comedic. It's a half-hour show.
Looks a little bit more YA.
Yeah, it's for a younger audience, I think. And they said that this could be your first Star Trek if you've never seen Star Trek before. So they've never reached out to that audience before. So this will be something new. It'll be a test. And it's from one of the producers of Rick and Morty. His name is Mike McMahon. And he was there and he was talking about the show. And yeah, we got to see some of the characters, some of the art, and it looks like it could be fun. So I do have some new information about Lower Decks. It's going to have a brand new ship design called the California class, and the ship's called the USS Cerritos. I don't know if they were joking.
Cerritos, no, it could be based off of El Cerrito. So yeah, that makes sense.
Could be. And it's coming in 2020. So
Awesome.
Look forward to that.
Okay, with all that said, let's talk about the show that's still coming back this year, and that is Star Trek Discovery. What did you learn at that panel?
That it takes place 1,000 years in the future, and that's
confirmed.
the furthest they've gone. Yeah, they confirmed that. But other than that, not too much, just a little bit here and there. We know about a new character that we met named Book, who we saw in some art, as you can see here. He's interacting with Burnham. Yeah, he just seems to be a different character. I think they said, like, you don't know what to expect from him. They said Book is going to be a character that's going to break the rules a little bit, and we do break the rules at the start of the season. So what Alex Kurtzman did tell us about Season 3 is that there will be lots and lots of huge changes, things you recognize, things you don't recognize. We get to honor canon, but shake it up a little bit. It's still Star Trek. It'll always be Star Trek. So, kind of vague and just teasing what's coming, but, honoring canon, but shaking things up. They pointed out that, this crew chose each other. Like, they don't see their family anymore. They're 1,000 years in the future, so they've just got each other. So we're gonna see how those, relationships evolve, and we're gonna see some characters on the Discovery that we haven't seen focus on before come more into the forefront.
A new Saru, but who's the captain?
They didn't say. They said you'd have to watch and see.
Killy.
You guys, this is so f***ing cool.
And also, connected to Discovery, we had the short treks last year. They're bringing those back. There's going to be six of them. 6 of them, and 3 of them are going to focus on Spock, Number 1, and Pike. There's going to be an episode about tribbles.
There's a child eating a tribble for some reason?
Yeah, for some reason.
Okay.
And yeah, Number 1 and Spock are stuck in an elevator. And then there's going to be 2 animated ones, I heard. And also, the last one will be
Picard.
a teaser for Picard. So we'll get some more about Picard there.
Just give me the Picard one. Now.
So about the Picard teaser, they said it will give you a sense of some background 15 years before the series, and everything connects, and they are very fun and standalone stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited to see Spock and Number 1 and Pike again. I really liked them.
Well, Alex Kurtzman did say to the crowd, are you guys ready? Do you want to see a Pike Spock spinoff?
And everyone's like, yes! Including me. I cheered too.
It's happening. It will happen.
Bring it to me, please. I love Spock so much. And Pike. I love Pike so much.
Ethan Peck butt?
What? No. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm getting all flustered. Anyway. All right, so which Star Trek show are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our breakdowns. We'll be breaking down Picard, right? You and me? You ready for this again?
Sure. I'm ready. My heart's ready.
We got this.
My body's ready. Let's do this.